I met him through Marie, was my friend. We met in French class my freshman year, and she started dating this boy named Knapp, and so we became all good friends, and then I was introduced to Jacob through them.
Marie would come over and hang out with Christian, and then there's a couple times that Callie would come over with her to hang out with Marie and stuff, and so we kind of met that way, and about after the second or third time, Callie and I just clicked. I mean, we liked the same music, same kind of movies, and we just had a lot in common. And she was a fiery little redhead and pretty much won me over. I think the first time I came home from work one day, and her and Marie were in my room playing Guitar Hero, and I walked in and I saw Callie playing Guitar Hero, and I was like, this girl's awesome.
Oh well, in 5 years' time we could be walking around a zoo with the sun shining down over me and you, and there'll be love in the bodies of the elephants too, and I'll put my hands over your eyes but you'll peek through, and there'll be sun, sun, sun all over our bodies, and sun, sun, sun all down and
I think all redheads are a little fiery, but she definitely is the opposite of me in some ways. I mean, she can walk into a room and make friends in 2 minutes. She's just an outgoing person and a fun person. Is always the party, and I was always kind of a wallflower, and so it's, I don't know. I guess there's all I'm a wallflower, but I still have a little bit of a temper problem sometimes. So. She's definitely more fiery than I am, I guess you could say.
I am a very fiery redhead. My emotions control a lot of what I do and how I act, and I wear my heart on my sleeve. And so I am a fiery ginger that will always, you'll know what's on my mind. And I think that's part of the reason why I care about him so much, is because he can deal with my fieriness, and he can handle anything I can throw at him. And that's all I could ask for, really.
Love, love, all through our bodies, and love, 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 all through our minds, and it be love, 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 all over her face, and love, love, love.
We clicked, we understood each other. He kind of balances me out, and so I'm high-strung, and he's very quiet and reserved, so we really balanced well, and that's why we kind of started hanging out.
Just her ability to not be afraid to say what's on her mind. I think that's important. That kind of won me over, and she doesn't. She does care about what other people think, but at the same time, she's an independent woman, and she's not afraid to voice her opinions.
He's extremely caring. He's always thinking about my feelings before his feelings. Always wants me to be happy, and that'll make him happy. He's very laid back and very go with the flow, and as long as I'm happy, he's happy. And that just, means everything for him to always look out for me and always think about me. And that, I do like my attention, so he definitely makes me feel special and makes me happy.
There's so many things that sticks her out above anybody else. Not to mention that she's like a fiery, beautiful little redhead. Yeah, it helps. That helps, yeah.
Beautiful girl, let the sunrise come again. Beautiful girl.
We knew early on we were going to spend the rest of our lives together, and we talked about it openly for, years. And then it was shortly after I turned 25 he proposed.
Had made kind of a tradition of going out to a tree farm and cutting down a Christmas tree.
Christmas is my favorite time of year, and so we went to the tree farm and got our Christmas tree.
And what I wanted to do was take this ornament that I had written on. It was a little snowman couple dressed in a wedding. The lady snowman was in a wedding dress and the guy was in a tux. And I just wrote "Will You" on it, and I wanted to take it out to the tree farm and you know, put it on the tree that we'd found when she wasn't looking, and say, oh, this one's got an ornament, you know, and do that. But
the problem was the tree farm we wanted to go to wasn't open, and I threw a fit because I was so stressed out that day and I was so mad, and I had no idea that he was going through the whole thing, you know, like, oh, my plan is ruined.
You know, and in my head, I'm stressing all night because I know my plan's not going as I had hoped it would. But we got the tree from Menards, got home. You know, I put the lights on the tree because that's always my job, and put all the lights on, and just kind of, I had that ornament in my pocket pretty much all afternoon and evening, and the ring, so I was checking it every half an hour, you know, make sure it was still in my pocket.
What I could tell was Christian, his brother, kept texting him, asking questions, or I was like, why is he bothering us? Tell him to get a life. Mind your business. And then I realized that everyone knew. Everyone was just waiting. They knew it was happening that night, so everyone was waiting to hear about it.
I got all the lights on and just said, you know, let's see what it looks like, you know, with the lights on and stuff, and turn the overhead lights off, and put the ornament on the tree. And she was busy getting ornaments and stuff out. And
when we came home and decorated it, he put up a snowman ornament that said, "Will you?" It was the first ornament he put up. And at first I thought he was joking. I thought it was like, oh, is this for next year, you know, or...
I got down on one knee and, you know, did the proposal, asked her to marry me. And I was pretty, you know, I don't know what I was afraid of, but I was a little shaky and shy. And
I freaked out. And I literally said, "You're joking," when he got down on one knee. But yeah, and then he proposed, and he was super nervous, which was the funniest thing to me because we'd been together for so long, and he knew I'd marry him, always.
I found a dream that I could speak to, a dream that I could call my own. I found a thrill to press my...
She helps me be the man that I want to be. She brings, you know, the best in me out, I think.
I'm very proud to marry him, and I'm very excited to be his wife, and I just think it's going to be just a great start for our future, just showing the world that we love each other and we'll always be together.
I love you to death, and forever and always, and nothing's ever going to break us apart. We've been through some tough times, but even more good times, so it's going to be an awesome trip if you can put up with my dry sense of humor and arrogance sometimes, and we'll be all right.
I love you more than anything, always and forever. He completes me, you know, however cliche it is, he is my other half. And I would be lost. I'd be lost without him.